Hey guys, how you doing? So this one right here is the new Google Pixel Watch 3, and I've been waiting for it for so long. We finally have two different sizes. Now there's a smaller 41 and a larger 45mm version of this watch, and I love everything about it. Now today we will cover things like the health tracking, we got the battery life, all of the features and a lot more, but I guess let's start with the design and some of the specs. As for the design, the Google Pixel Watch 3 looks pretty much like the Google Pixel Watch 2. You have no hard edges on this watch and two physical buttons on the side. You can rotate the middle crown to scroll through your messages and it will open up your menu, and the upper button opens up your recently opened apps or the Google Voice Assistant, to which we will get later on in the video. By the way, these buttons are not customizable. So right here I got the larger 45mm version, and this one has a 1.4-inch LTPO OLED display, which is protected by Gorilla Glass 5. No sapphire crystal glass, which I would expect from a 450 euros premium smartwatch. It even goes up to 550 euros if you choose to get the LTE version of this watch. So we are actually in the same price range as new Apple Watch Series 10. But there's still one thing I really like about the display, and that is that it lights up with a peak brightness of 2000 nits. That's really a lot, and it's just as bright as new Apple Watch, and certainly good enough to read the screen in sunny conditions. Alright, so we got an always on display mode and we got an aluminum frame. The only bad thing right here is that you see all of your fingerprints on it, and you don't even have to have sweaty or some greasy fingers. So the Google Pixel Watch 3 is available in a couple of different colors. So you can get the case in silver, all black, in champagne gold, or in a matte hazel. And then you get many different strap color options. There's a black one, hazel, cream white, and rose. But not all colors are available for the larger 45mm version. So let's talk a little bit about the battery life, and I guess you can kind of compare it to all of the other premium smartwatches like the Samsung Galaxy Watch 7 or the Apple Watch 10. And it lasts just about a full day with the always on display mode enabled, and about a day and a half with the battery saving mode. By the way, these numbers are the same for the 41 and 45mm, even though you have the bigger 420 mAh battery inside of the 45mm version. Through the much larger display, it also burns faster through your battery life. Now that's why you basically have the same battery life on both of these sizes. Also, the charging speed isn't the greatest. The 45mm takes 30 minutes to charge to 50%, and it takes 80 minutes for a full charge. The smaller version is a little bit faster with about 25 to 60 minutes for a 50 or a full charge. By the way, you also have 10 watts wireless charging, but it really takes a long time if you really want to do it like that. Alright, feature-wise, you will get a whole lot with the Google Pixel Watch 3. And let's start with your notifications. Since this watch runs on Wear OS 5.0, you will get all of your notifications right on your smartwatch, and you can even reply to them. You got some little emojis that you can send, there are some quick replies, and you can even write your own text if you want to. Plus, you can also download WhatsApp from the Google Play Store, and from over here, you can even start your conversation and look into your chat history. So I mentioned the App Store, and from over here you can download all kinds of apps. Not only WhatsApp, but also some games, fitness apps, and music streaming apps like YouTube Music or Spotify. I always use Spotify, and if you got that Spotify Premium, you can download songs, playlists, and podcasts to your watch, and you can download a whole lot since you got 32 gigs of internal storage. Now as for your watch faces, you really have a lot right here. You do get a few by default, but in the watch face store in the Google Pixel app, you will find a lot more. I did notice that all of them have a black background for whatever reason, but you will find some digital and analog styles, some very simple and minimalistic ones, and most are even customizable. You can customize them either from your smartphone or you can do it right on the watch. So you can change the colors of the numbers and the details, you can change the layout, and then you can also change all of the complications on them. And you really have a lot of complications. There are even things like WhatsApp, you got your Spotify and emails. And then you can even interact with these complications right from your home display. Like this, you don't have to look for your apps anymore. The Google Pixel Watch 3 has a built-in microphone and a speaker, which means you have access to the Google Voice Assistant, which is one of the best voice assistants you can get. Honestly, you can compete with that one in my opinion. It will start a timer for you or look for a nice cooking recipe. It will also do some simple calculation or make a phone call for you. Then of course you also have the phone feature, like you can receive and decline incoming calls, or you can also start calls using your watch, and I would say that the quality of the sound is pretty decent. Now those are just a few features that I just mentioned. There are so many more features, like you can use your watch as your Google TV remote, you can hook it up to your Nest Cam for a live view, and you can even respond via the built-in mic. Like on Garmin watches, you get a full morning briefing report, and you have a new automatic bedtime mode, which detects if you fell asleep for a longer battery life. It's really a lot, but you have to know that some of the features may only work if you also have a Pixel smartphone. Now let's talk about some of the health and the wellness features on the Google Pixel Watch. Of course, this is a Google Watch, so it uses Fitbit, and there are some new features. There's a daily readiness score, which you can compare to the Garmin Body Battery and other similar features on other smartwatches. It basically tells you how ready your body is for the day, and it gives you a score based on your heart rate variability, your sleep, and your resting heart rate. Next up, you have the cardio load, which helps you to stay in shape and reach your daily workout limits. If we check out the Fitbit app, you have the health metrics section, which is a summary of all of your health stats, including your breathing rate, HRV, skin temperature, SpO2 level, and your resting heart rate. I guess I should also mention that this watch tracks your heart rate 24/7 and will give you alerts when you're having a low or a very high heart rate. There's the body response tracker, which is basically the stress tracker, and you have an SpO2 and ECG tracker. You cannot track your SpO2 level manually, you only see that stat in your health metrics in the Fitbit app, just like the breathing rate and the skin temperature. Also, the SpO2 tracker and the ECG tracker are not available in every country, so make sure that they are available in your area if you want to buy the smartwatch and want to use those features. As well as we got the sleep tracker. Now this will track your time of sleep, and it's pretty precise right here. You will see your different sleep stages, you have a benchmark, and your 30-day average. Alright, let's hop over to the GPS accuracy and the fitness tracking. And let's start with the GPS. Surprisingly, we only have a single band GPS inside of the Pixel Watch 3, which is a bit of a bummer since I kind of expect a dual or a multi-band GPS inside of a 450 euro smartwatch, but luckily there's more than this that influences the GPS accuracy. Now in my test runs, it was doing a more than a good enough job. If you are a casual runner, you will probably have no problems with the smartwatch. There are some deviations here and there, but nothing too bad. It stays on track for most of the time, and there is nothing bad I can actually say about this one. Now as for your sport modes, there are once again dozens that you can choose from, and you can even do some sprint workouts and interval runs. And if you have a Fitbit Premium, you can even let the AI work for you. It will give you a workout plan based on the equipment you have at home. I also found out that you cannot pair your external heart rate strap to this watch, but you can customize the workout display. This one is very similar to the Samsung Galaxy Watch, and I think it's a great feature. Lastly, you should know that you can use your music player during your workouts, which means you can skip a track, go back a track, adjust the volume, and so on. Now, like always, I will leave the link to the watch down below in the description, and I guess there we have it. That's the Google Pixel Watch 3. So if you liked that video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more tech reviews, and I guess I will see you in the next one. Peace.